Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your entrepreneurship tutor, Professor Henry Buisa, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Today, this is a special lecturette to the group of my final year Bachelor of Entrepreneurship students. I want to talk about entrepreneurship research because I am going to guide you through your final research in your final year. But before I do that, let me carry you through a very short journey of university entrepreneurship education in Kenya. Yes, way back in the 1980s, Kenya's Public Service Commission, PSC, was unable to place all graduates into wage employment. Need, therefore, arose for self-employment. Yes, the Public Service Commission of Kenya is mandated to allocate, to place graduates after they graduate into wage employment. But that was then. That was in the 1980s. And that's the time the structural adjustment programs were experienced in Africa, and Kenya was caught up in the same web. So industry started, downsizing, right-sizing, and wage employment shrank. Then in 1990, a 2-year ILO, International Labour Organization, and government of Kenya sourced University of Illinois in the USA for a master's and a PhD entrepreneurship project for technical teachers, and it was housed at Kenya Technical Teachers College, KTTC. This was an Illinois program only housed at KTTC, and the aim was to produce teachers of entrepreneurship. I think it was thought that technical teachers teaching technical students would achieve the goal of converting them into entrepreneurs faster. But no, this was a project, a 2-year project. In 1992, when the project elapsed, when the life of the project came to the end, the Illinois Entrepreneurship Project was institutionalized at JKUAT via a groundwork by a JKUAT University Committee headed by Professor Buisa myself. The aim was no longer to produce teachers of entrepreneurship, but to graduate entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. So, from teaching entrepreneurship education, training teachers to go and teach entrepreneurship, the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology program was now to directly produce entrepreneurs. And now I'm talking 2021. In the year 2021, graduates of entrepreneurship in the country, mainly from the public universities, are among the unemployed in Kenya. Yes, we have been producing entrepreneurs to be, but they are tarmacking. The main problem, I would say, is that we poured new wine in old wineskins. What do I mean? We introduced entrepreneurship education, but we employed and we keep using the same academic methods of delivery, assessment, and even research approaches to nurture would-be entrepreneurs. So, as much as we introduced entrepreneurship education, we did not change the delivery, the assessment, the mentoring of the students. We simply employ the same methods as the main academic groups. Therefore, our graduates of entrepreneurship find it a little hard to get self-employment because they have actually not been trained to go into self-employment. So, you are my final students. You are going out to research. But first of all, what is research? Research is to search for ways to satisfy our problems. I'll put it as simple as that. Now, the problems may include lack of knowledge about something. Hence, research becomes a search for new knowledge. That is as is known in the academic world generally. Searching for new knowledge. But there is also something called applied research. So what's applied research? This is to search for solutions to everyday practical problems. Some difference. Research in general and applied research in particular. And now, because you are my students of entrepreneurship, I want to talk about entrepreneurial research. This is because I want you to go out there and do not just general research, not just academic research, but entrepreneurial research. So what's it? First of all, let's understand entrepreneurship in general. Entrepreneurship is a function carried out to perceive and create new opportunities and or ideas and to introduce them into the market. Yes, that is entrepreneurship. There is something called intrapreneurship also, but I'm talking of entrepreneurship for now. Therefore, by and large, entrepreneurial research encompasses activities resulting in a new business in either new or existing organizations, ultimately yielding economic and or social benefits in the form of economic growth and improved human welfare. You can see, you may start filtering. Entrepreneurial research is not the mainstream academic research. So we can now differentiate between research that your non-entrepreneurship colleagues undertake and your own entrepreneurship research. People doing economics, people doing commerce, people doing business, chemistry, physics, yes, they also do research. But that is largely academic research. So I want us to differentiate between the non-entrepreneurship research and entrepreneurship research. So, on my left, I have listed academic or non-entrepreneurship research aspects, and on my right, I have entrepreneurial research. 1. Academic research is also called scholarly research, but entrepreneurial research is also called applied research. Academic research seeks to add to a larger body of knowledge. Knowledge already exists. We want to improve it. We want to add to that. But entrepreneurial research seeks to find solutions to instant issues and problems. Get the difference? You are not going out there to do research to increase a body of knowledge. That's academic. You are going out there to do research to offer a solution to a real problem. Number 3, in academic research, questions tend to be conceptual. We conceptualize. That is in the mind, in the cognitive domain. But in entrepreneurial research, questions tend to be more practical in the psychomotor domain. Academic research mainly focuses on theories, so it's theoretically focused. But entrepreneurial research is practically focused. So even as you go out there and you start doing my research and my project, you're going to throw theory through the window. You are going to come up with practical issues, practical solutions. In academic research, we are number 5. Findings are generally made public. But in entrepreneurial research, findings are generally made private. So I would say you don't necessarily have to publish your entrepreneurial research for everybody to see. That's going to be probably your intellectual property. Number 6, in academic research, results generally spur ideas and questions for future research. Now, in entrepreneurial research, results are generally used internally to make decisions and set up strategy, not for the future, but for now. Number 7, academic research is assessed through peer review by means of academic discipline standards. But entrepreneurial research is assessed by client organization and or industry standards. So you're going to get out of the classroom mentality and go out there and address the real needs of industry. It is industry that is going to assess your results. Again, back to sharing. Number 8, academic research is shared primarily through academic writings like doctoral dissertations, theses, dissertation research, scholarly journals, academic conferences and presentations, academic articles, and other publications like books. No, entrepreneurship research has no big time for that. It is shared mainly through internal reports to reveal results. It may also be shared more widely through professional conferences and industry trade publications, articles, case studies, and so on. And number 9, the customer of the research is the business and academic research. That is public research. We're talking about academic research. But the customer of entrepreneurial research is the society, the learning community if you want. And finally, the commonly used approach in academic research is the quantitative approach. But in entrepreneurship research, the dominant approach is the qualitative approach. So, my boys, my girls, my students, you are going out to do research. I'm going to supervise in this research, but please avoid being academic. Watch this video over and over and identify the entrepreneurial research dimensions and stick to that. Now, research approach. Entrepreneurship is by and large about the study of novel, underexplored, or hard to measure phenomena such as entrepreneurial behavior. A key objective of entrepreneurship research is to break new ground and develop new constructs and lead to concrete innovations and or discoveries. For example, entrepreneurship research in accountancy could help the researcher discover how an illiterate microscale operator can keep records without using the classroom taught double entry and other techniques. It could help the researcher discover how to help the student without resources raise startup funds beyond using the textbook sources of business finance. In other words, even in quantitative units, accountancy, finance, entrepreneurship research goes beyond what's taught in the classroom. Therefore, in this regard, qualitative research approaches fit entrepreneurship better than quantitative. Indeed, qualitative research has been important for developing theories on emerging phenomena such as crowdfunding. Now, as a rule of thumb for you, quantitative approach works better if you want to confirm or test a theory or hypothesis. But qualitative research works better if you wish to understand something, concepts, thoughts, experiences. In entrepreneurship, we want to solve practical problems. We may not have a lot of time testing hypotheses. So, as much as quantitative research approaches are used in entrepreneurship, but by and large, qualitative approaches dominate. Now, let us look at some two research processes. Look at a typical academic process. You are taught in class that it starts with selecting a topic or a title, writing objectives and hypotheses, doing literature review, generating a conceptual framework, doing a research design, then going out in the field to collect data. And after that, you come and analyze the data and test the hypothesis. Then you generalize or interpret, and you write a report. You can see this is a typical quantitative academic approach, and that's what we were taught, you were taught in class. We want to use it, but we want to tailor it to entrepreneurship. You are going to use it. Refer to your notes that you are given by your research methodology teacher or lecturer, but tailor it to entrepreneurship. Now, let's have a typical entrepreneurial process. It doesn't necessarily start with identifying a topic or a title. You identify a real problem. Lack of market, lack of expansion, poor pricing, part quality of product, and so on and so forth. Then you develop research plan. And then you conduct your research. You analyze the findings and you take action. In entrepreneurship, we have no business or no time writing reports that are going to be kept in the library, probably to gather dust on the shelves. In entrepreneurship, you want to solve a practical problem. You have identified poor marketing, poor diversification, taxation and its effect on a micro enterprise. And you're going to do it. Identify that problem, describe it well, develop how you're going to carry out that. Of course, you will borrow from your mainstream academic research process, but you are tailoring it to a real problem that you have identified. So, here is your project assignment. You're going to identify a real problem in your locality or elsewhere, which needs an entrepreneurial or innovative and creative solution, and apply the typical entrepreneurial research process that I've just explained. You're going to generate a video of the salient aspects of the research process, and especially of the problem and the working of the solution. This video, you will send it to me, and that's what I will mark. You will also write a hard copy report that you may want to keep on your files. Now, at the end of this research project, you should be able to either, one, become a consultant in the area of that you have researched in, or two, sell the solution to an interested party, or three, invest in the solution by starting your own business, or four, patent the solution or innovation, or five, develop a training manual to be used to solve similar problems, or any combination of those A to E. What am I saying? That I'm not going to expect an academic research from you. Don't bother about topics, titles, statements of the problems. Use that knowledge, but simply identify a real problem. It may be within the environs of our university. There are those micro, small enterprises. There are those mama mbogas. There are those maize roasters. They have a problem, for example, of their maize getting very dry as they wait for customers. Can you solve that problem? Mama mbogas, they have a problem of their sukumas getting rotten because they cannot sell everything. Can you solve that problem? There are those retailers who are illiterate and are unable to keep records, and therefore they cannot follow their businesses. Can you solve that problem? You can go back to your own home, your own parents. They are unable to add value to maize, and therefore go on selling it at throwaway price. Yes. So your entrepreneurial research should result in, one, a commercialized or patentable result, solving a practical industrial need, societal, community, social, and economic development, converting of outputs into new investments, a motive for industrial and social innovation, the development of technology transfer, or results will be responsive to the challenges of society. So this is your assignment. This is your entrepreneurial research. Thank you.